Hello, it's Lorraine here. Thanks for stopping by. I'm going to do a flip through of this journal that I've just completed. I have so enjoyed making this journal, and I just have so enjoyed it. The papers that I've used are absolutely beautiful, and they are all free ones from Antique Papery. She has a Facebook group, and she's so generous that she gives out so many of her digital kits free to her members. So do go along and have a look at her Facebook and her Etsy shop. Her Etsy shop at the moment is closed because she's updating everything. But I've bought quite a lot of kits off her this past 12 months or so. And they're always absolutely stunning. The beautiful kits, they really are. So because there were so many freebies, I thought I'm going to do a journal just using freebies. But there are a few other bits in from kits that I've bought from her, and then other little bits that are in my stash, like this music paper is original vintage paper that I have in my stash. This little journal tag is from Artie Mays. If I come across stuff as I go through, then I'll mention them, but forgive me if you're one of them and I forget to mention you. So it's quite chunky. As you can see, it's 2 signatures and it's chock-a-block. The cover is recycled card, then topped with more card and some of the digital kits. The spine I've covered with this crochet lace trim, and it's tied with this satin ribbon that's glued underneath the topper and this little card on the back. So I haven't measured it. Let me have a look what it is. About 6.5 inches by 8.5. 2 signatures. I haven't counted the pages, but there's probably going to be over 100 pages in this journal. So the front cover, I've used this vintage music paper from my stash, then just some cardstock underneath, topped with a part of one of the pages from one of her kits. Forgive me, I won't remember all the names of the kits because there's so many. If I do remember them as I'm going through, then I'll mention them. So on the front, I've just put this circle topper on, the large one and the small one. And backed it with some, it's actually doily as that, the little journal tag. Here's one of the little cards from one of her kits. It's got this little gold ribbon flower, a rose on front, and inside are 2 of the microscope cards from her kits for journaling on. So that's the front cover. Inside, I'm just going to check where I am with this to see if I can. I really need to get a camera stand. There we go. So I'll try not to move it. So this is inside front cover. It's got this pocket that I've made from one of the digital papers and a little journal card from one of the kits. And again, inside of there are 2 of the microscope tags that have been left blank on the back, so they will fit some notes on there. It's got one of the mannequins from one of her kits inside, and again blank on the back for journaling. And a little envelope that I've made from some of the paper. It's just the flaps held down with this circle punch from some paper, and inside I've made this little journal card from the bookmarks or tuck spots that that you could use, or belly bands, but I've cut it down and made this little journal card that just sits inside of the envelope. So that's this. So, some of the digital papers, I haven't done anything with them because they're just so full of their own beauty. I don't need to add too much to them at all. I have stitched around the edges of some of the papers, just it gives them a little bit more strength on the edges. The papers that I've used are just white copy paper, and I haven't coffee stained them only because a lot of the papers have a white background, so I wanted to just stay with that theme, so I haven't used coffee stain, which is really unusual for me, but there we go. So this is a triple pocket. It's got a little pocket here at the front, and inside are two of the mannequins from the kits. This is a small pocket that's got just some little tickets in from the kit, and the back I've left it so that it's a tuck spot behind, and it's got a large tag in there. On this page I've made a paper clip, an altered paper clip, and it's double-sided, so things can be tucked underneath there if you wanted to. Stenciling on some of the pages. I've tried to coordinate the colours when I've used stencils or stamping. This is one of the belly bands or bookmarks from the kits, and that's been stitched around, it's been backed onto a card, and inside is just some journal paper from my stash. Here's one of the little mannequins, and I've glued it in so it's making a tuck spot, and inside the tuck spot is this little journal card from the kits, and it's got eyelash trim at the top stitched around the edge of that page. And here is a tuck spot. I think this idea came from Judy at Rose Lane Vintage. Sorry Judy, I can't remember, my mind's gone blank. I will remember it in a while. So this is one of her designs, and I've copied it, and of course it's slightly altered from her design, but it's got one tuck spot here, one tuck spot there, another there, and a large one here at the top. It's got one of the belly bands or bookmarks inside. I haven't fastened any ribbons or string onto these tags because it's quite a hefty pocket on its own. I've left this edge open, and inside is a cabinet card for journaling, and that's just taken from one of the sheets of the digital papers. I'm at the wrong angle for getting it back in. I'll leave it there. Again, stitched around the edge of this beautiful digital paper. Here's some stamping and stenciling on this page, but it's not too strong, so you can journal over the top of it. And again, some stamping on these pages. This is one of the pockets from one of the kits, and on top of it I've just put on one of the smaller journal cards, and I've left that as a pocket. It's got again one of the microscope slides in. Gosh, what a mouthful. And it's just got some eyelash trim on there and blank on the back for journaling. And inside again one of the mannequins. Beautiful. Here's one of the ladies off one of the pages from the digital kit, and I've just decoupaged her onto there. Beautiful, looking at herself in that mirror. Blank, other than a little bit of stamping so that you've got journal space there. Some more of the beautiful digital kit, and at the top there's just a paper clip with a satin ribbon on, and it's just holding this closed because this is a fold down flap that gives you more journaling space. So that's that one. This one is one of Judy's designs from Rose Lane Vintage. It's a belly band, and I've just put some journal paper behind there. This is one of the papers from the digital kit, and you'll see on the bottom I've just put this rose trim on here, and if you unfasten the bow it opens out so that you've got some journaling space, plus it's got some more note paper inside of there. I think it's a beautiful idea, and one that I'll be using again. I'm not going to fight with this bow because I'm terrible at tying bows, so I am not going to fight with that bow on camera. I will do it later. My camera will run out of battery by the time I've done it, so we won't do that. Here's just a little circle piece of ephemera from one of the kits, and I've put it on some vintage paper and left it open so that again you've a little tuck spot behind there. Another one of the journal pockets from the kits, and I've put a small journal card on top and again tucked in one of the little slides. It's got I cut down, you get this size in the kit, but I just punched out a smaller circle to go in front of here. It's got some lace underneath there and a little heart bling. I don't know if you can see the lace on the camera, it's quite subtle. And again, it's two pockets. There's one right at the back underneath this, and then one to the front. So in there's two journal cards. This is just a book page that I've put on with some of the paper from one of the kits on, just a little collaged one. Some more stamping and plenty of space again for journaling. More of the digital papers. These roses are beautiful. And I've edged this page with some crochet lace trim, and it's got a little dangle on there. I love making dangles out of my old jewellery because I remember wearing these. I remember wearing them. Another pocket here with another of the circle on, two of the circles, smaller and large, and again it's got some lace underneath here. And in the pocket, well, two pockets, because two pockets. I've just done a journal card from some cardstock that I've got. You might not be able to see that, but it's got a pink swirl through that paper. So that goes just at the back, and another one of the mannequins, and I've just put a little heart bling on there. Here's another tuck spot from the kit. It's been stitched around again, and on top of it I've got some cheesecloth with one of the microscope slides on, and some pearl, flat back pearl, just to give it a little bit of something. And tucked behind there is a journal card that I've made using some of the paper from one of the kits again. The paper underneath, plain white copy paper, but I've stamped it using a Tim Holtz stamp. Just plain for journaling, and I've made this corner tuck spot from some of the papers. And this little piece here is on some cotton linen thread, and I've left the edges frayed so that it looks more attractive, I think. Another one of the microscope slides and some more of that rose trim. And inside of there is a journal card and a tag that again I've just used a plain white tag that I've distress inked around the edge, and just used some of the scraps from one of the pages. Another one of the circles, and it's just on top of this lace. I left the lace so that it'd dangle at the bottom, and tucked inside is another little tag that I've used scraps of paper and added a little flat back blingy thing. Another pocket using, this is backed onto an index card, so it's quite a sturdy card. Some more of the journal papers, and here it's got cheesecloth underneath this small card. Inside of the pocket is another collaged tag that I made just using some pink cardstock that's been distressed, and then using up scraps and one of the microscope slides, and some more eyelash trim. And this is a pocket on the front using this digital journal card, and this is a little notebook that I've made. I've just used some cardstock from my stash and just hand sewn in some papers, so there's a little notebook there. The centre of the first signature with this beautiful, beautiful paper. I love the butterflies. I'm just checking I'm still recording because it does keep switching off, does this monkey. Here, I haven't put anything behind it. This is one of the smaller journal cards. I've just put some bling on that butterfly there, some cheesecloth and a ticket, and it is actually a tuck spot, but I haven't put anything behind. I'll have to have a look for something. Here, another tuck spot that I've used up some of the book pages, and inside are two journal cards, and I've just added that little round thing on again. Again, crocheted lace trim on the edge of that page and a little handmade blingy there. Here I've just collaged some of the vintage music paper and one of the tickets on top, stamping on the pages again. The page, I didn't like the page, it was too white, so I've just added a little bit of something to it. I've glued down a doily and put in one of the circle punches again. And here I've just fussy cut out from one of the pages this little rose bunch, and tucked behind it is a journal card. Look at the colours on there, it's beautiful, stunning. This pocket I've made from cardstock from my stash under there, and I've just punched it from a border punch. It's got a lace pocket on the front of that pocket, and on there is the rose trim on both sides, some more cheesecloth and threads, and another one of the small journal cards. It's got a journal card, another journal card, one of the mannequins again, and it's got some lace and a little heart on there. And this is one of the pockets, sorry, one of the little, they are pockets, seed pockets, aren't they? And I've put some crocheted lace trim on there with butterflies. I love that, and I've only got a few of those butterflies left. I hope the shop's open soon. And then, have I put anything in? No, there's nothing in there. It needs something to go in there. So that's a nice sturdy little envelope to put another tag in or something. Nice pocket that, I liked that. Here, another tuck spot using one of the belly bands from the kit, and just behind that is this little card that I made. It's the closure just tucks behind this thing with some bling on, and inside I've just put some notepaper for journaling. Matchbook pocket, that's what they call those, isn't it? So there you go. Another one of the belly bands. I'm not sure if it is actually a belly band now I've said that. It might be just some of the paper that I've used. It's got a little gold heart on there underneath the word Paris, and just tucked behind there is another journal card. So there's loads of space for journaling. And on the other side I've mirrored that, and again another little journal card. tucked behind there. This is my favourite tag that I've made and I didn't want to hide it in a pocket, so I've left it just clipped on to the edge of there. And it's just collaged scraps on top of cardstock and some of that lovely rose trim on there. So that just tucks on there. And here's a pocket that I made just out of this green cardstock, and I've spritzed it with some food colouring. I just thought, because all the pages, if you look at them, they've all got splashes on, so I tried to do that, but it came out too fast. So, but I think it looks nice anyway. Another one of the circle toppers on top of cheesecloth with some of the rose trim there, and another large journal card using paper from the kits. Another one of those corner pockets with a journal card tucked inside, again using up pages, and a little pocket here. Some more stenciling stitched around digital paper. This paper clip, I've just put some eyelash trim on there, and it's a large tag that I've just put some of the paper, torn the paper and made it into a pocket, just added one of the circle bunches, and inside is a journal card in there. This is one of the background papers from one of the kits, and it's edged with this crocheted lace trim again. There we go. I'm just keep checking you. Another pocket made from an index card and covered with some of the paper from the kits, and inside there is one of the bobbins from one of the kits and a little journal card. Another one of the small journal cards that I've left as a tuck spot, and it's got a couple of the tickets inside of there, little bling on the butterfly. And another pocket, the same again, and it's got a tag and a journal card inside there. Again, stenciling, blank pages for journaling. That's the first signature done. And now the second signature. What I might do is just pause this because it's getting to near the time that it cuts out, so I'm going to pause it and restart here where I'm up to, and then stitch the videos together. Okay, so we're back. So I thought it might be a long video because it's a big journal, is this, and here I've put one of the journal cards, and it's just cut, glued rather, on top of some of the linen fabric, and inside one of the tags with some eyelash trim on, a die cut flower with a flat back blingy pearl, not pearl, diamond thing. And again here is another altered paper clip, and that's got some lace and the rose on top of there, and tucked behind there is one of the bobbins. Some stenciling on the edge of that page. The other side of the altered paper clip, and it's just got a journal card tucked underneath there. This little flip out I've used two of the microscope tags to put on the front of there. This has got, I've punched the edges with one of my punches, got two little fabric flowers on. It opens up and you've got some journaling space inside of there, and inside the tuck spot at the back is a journal card and another one of the small circle punches. Some more stenciling, and again one of the mannequins with tucked behind it is a little journal card, and some blue rope and some more of the eyelash trim there. Some more of the background pages. This is a flip that I've made from a handmade envelope. this has got a tuck spot here. It's got a tuck spot there with a tag inside it. Flip it over and it's got collage on that side. It's got these two little flaps here, and they've got two of the little microscope slides tucked inside each one of those. Open it up and you've got some journal space inside of there. This is a tuck spot here, and then a large tuck spot for a large tag there. It flips over, you've got another little tuck spot here and all the journaling space underneath. The envelope flap just folds over the page, and I've glued it down there. I've edged it with this crochet lace trim, and it just a tuck spot, so there's a large journal card inside of there. Another one of the pockets that I've put one of the circle punches on, and tucked behind there is a little journal card. Behind here is two pockets. One of them's got the bookmark or journal card in, and another one of the plain journal cards. This is similar to the belly band, the secret belly band that I showed you earlier from Judy Rose Lane Vintage, but it's a little bit different. So this is an altered paper clip, and I've just kept it on because it keeps the papers down. It's got a tuck spot behind, and then you can open it out and you've got all that writing space inside of there. So it's slightly different, but that's where I got the idea from Judy at Rose Lane Vintage. Some more stenciling. Another one of the bobbins that I've just tucked at the edge of the page, and it's got one of the mannequins in there. The centre of that second signature. I've left the strings because somebody might want to put dangles on there. So two pockets using up scraps of the papers, and inside both of those are two of the bobbins that have been left blank for journaling on the back. And this is, I'll take the paper clip off and then we can see what it does. So this, I got this idea from, oh God, can't remember. I was watching YouTube this last week, and I got this idea from somebody that I watched. Forgive me, I can't remember your name. So it's got a tuck spot and it's got a journal card behind there. You can actually use this triangle as a tuck spot also, but what the triangle does, it opens out and then you've got this journal space there. And I've just put one of the little circle punches, and that's replicated on this side too. So this, I've got all fingers and thumbs. There. So again, there's the paper. And again, another little journal card tucked behind there. And I just put the paper clip on so that it would keep the flaps of the triangles down. I've just collaged some of the microscope slides and made them into banners, and put this paper flower on top with some bling on there. Here I've fussy cut round some of the papers. I've backed it onto cardstock and turned it into a pocket, and behind there is one of the belly bands or bookmarks. I've left it blank on the back for journaling. It's stitched around as well as that one. And the same here, I've just used up that. And inside of there is one of the pockets from the kit, and inside is a little mannequin in there. Just some of the beautiful digital papers and some more stenciling. I've used the pink and green distress inks to match this colour. Here I've just used a little tickets, 3 tickets, there's a tuck spot, and behind there is one of the mannequins. Again, I've just taken one of the ladies from one of her kits and put her on that page. She looks very pensive, doesn't she? She looks like she's waiting for somebody to come and fill her dance card. Another one of the background pages. And here I've just collaged on some of the rose papers. And here too, but left blank for journaling. Some more stenciling and some more crocheted lace trim with a little bead dangle there. But it's lovely because the colour of the bead matches the colour of the stenciling. Again, some more stenciling on these two. And the back pocket, again, it's just using up some cardstock on a index card, and inside of there again another of the mannequins and a little pocket. Have I not put it? Yes, I have put something in there. I should have put a thumb hole in there. There we go. It's just got a tag that I've used up some of the scraps, so there's a tag inside of there. So that's this beautiful journal that I've really enjoyed making. It will be going into my Etsy store, but I need to do some work on my Etsy store because I've let it lapse a bit, so I need to tidy it all up before I start adding things. But I hope you like it as much as I do. And please, if you do like it, give me a thumbs up, and maybe you'll consider subscribing to my channel. I just want to say a big thank you to all the new ladies that have recently joined my channel. I just thank you, and it's lovely to have you. And a massive big thank you to everybody that's been with me from the beginning, that's supported me and leave me some fantastic comments. I really do value all of the comments, because that's how we learn. If somebody gives me some constructive feedback, that's brilliant, because I will learn from it. So have a nice day. I hope it's a blessed day for you. I hope you all stay safe and are happy crafting. Bye.